The United States of America $1 coin dated 1776 to 1976, bearing the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and "E Pluribus Unum," is widely known as the bicentennial dollar and holds a special place in American history because it was issued to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence, marking the period from 1776, when the Declaration of Independence was adopted, to 1976, the bicentennial year of the nation. Unlike regular circulating coins that carry a single year, this dollar features the dual date, 1776 to 1976, symbolizing the link between the birth of the United States and its 2 centuries of growth as a nation. The coin is part of the Eisenhower dollar series, which was originally introduced in 1971 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the Supreme Allied Commander during World War II, and the 34th President of the United States. The obverse front of the bicentennial dollar continues the Eisenhower portrait, designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, showing Eisenhower facing left, with the word Liberty boldly inscribed above his head, the dual date 1776 to 1976 below, and the national motto, "In God We Trust," placed to the left of the portrait. This motto reflects the nation's long-standing acknowledgement of faith, officially adopted on U.S. coinage in the 19th century and reaffirmed as a national motto in the 20th century. The reverse back of the coin is what truly distinguishes the bicentennial dollar from regular Eisenhower dollars. Instead of the traditional eagle landing on the moon, the reverse features the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon, a powerful and symbolic design created by artist Dennis R. Williams, who won a national design competition held by the U.S. Mint. The Liberty Bell represents American independence, freedom, and the struggle for self-governance, while the moon reflects America's modern achievements, especially the Apollo space program, thus visually connecting the nation's revolutionary past with its technological and global leadership in the modern era. Surrounding the reverse design are the inscriptions United States of America and $1, with E Pluribus Unum, meaning out of many, one, placed prominently, emphasizing unity among the states and the American people. Bicentennial dollars were minted at 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, no mintmark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. Coins from Philadelphia and Denver were primarily struck for circulation in a copper-nickel-clad composition, consisting of an outer layer of copper-nickel bonded to a pure copper core, giving the coin a silver-like appearance while remaining durable and economical for everyday use. The San Francisco Mint, however, produced special collector versions, including both 40% silver uncirculated coins and 40% silver-proof coins, which were sold directly to collectors in special packaging rather than released into general circulation. These silver bicentennial dollars are heavier than the clad versions and were intended to appeal to numismatists and those seeking commemorative keepsakes of the bicentennial celebration. The coin has a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, a reeded edge, and a bold, substantial feel, making it one of the largest modern U.S. coins commonly encountered. Production of bicentennial dollars actually began in 1975 and continued through 1976, but none bear those individual dates. All carry the dual 1776 to 1976 inscription. Mintage numbers were very high for the clad versions, with tens of millions produced, which means most circulated examples today are not rare and generally hold modest value above face value unless they are in exceptionally high condition or have notable mint errors. However, uncirculated, proof, and silver issues, especially those preserved in original government packaging, are more desirable to collectors and can command higher prices, depending on condition and market demand. Historically, the bicentennial coinage program was significant because it was the first time the U.S. Mint changed the reverse designs of the quarter, half dollar, and dollar simultaneously to commemorate a national event, reflecting a shift toward using circulating coinage as a medium for public historical remembrance. The 1776 to 1976 $1 coin thus stands not only as a piece of currency, but also as a symbol of American identity, continuity, and celebration, linking revolutionary ideals such as liberty, unity, and faith with modern achievements and national pride. Even decades later, It remains one of the most recognizable commemorative coins in U.S. history, frequently collected, discussed, and preserved as a tangible reminder of America's 200-year journey. Next top. The United States of America $1 coin dated 1776 to 1976 with a D, mint mark, carrying the inscriptions In God We Trust, Liberty, and E Pluribus Unum, is the bicentennial Eisenhower dollar struck at the Denver Mint, created to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the independence of the United States. This coin is part of one of the most historically meaningful coinage programs ever undertaken by the U.S. Mint, marking the bicentennial of the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776 and celebrating 2 centuries of American nationhood in 1976. Instead of bearing a single year of issue, the coin prominently displays the dual date, 1776 to 1976, symbolizing the bridge between America's revolutionary founding and its modern identity as a global power. The Denver Mint's D mint mark, located on the obverse below Eisenhower's neck, identifies the coin as a product of the Western Mint facility that played a major role in supplying circulating coinage during the 20th century. The obverse design features a left-facing portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and Supreme Allied Commander of Allied forces in Europe during World War II. This portrait was designed by Frank Asparo, chief engraver of the United States Mint, and it conveys strength, leadership, and stability, qualities closely associated with Eisenhower's legacy. Above the portrait appears the word liberty, a foundational American ideal rooted in the Revolutionary War era, while the motto In God We Trust is placed to the left of the portrait, reflecting the nation's acknowledgement of faith and moral guidance. The dual date 1776 to 1976 is inscribed at the bottom of the obverse, reminding the viewer that this coin was not intended merely for commerce, but also for commemoration and reflection on national history. The reverse of the bicentennial dollar is especially distinctive and symbolic, replacing the standard Apollo 11 eagle and moon design of regular Eisenhower dollars with an image of the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon, a powerful visual metaphor that unites America's past struggle for independence with its modern achievements in science, exploration, and global leadership. This reverse was designed by Dennis R. Williams, who won a nationwide competition held by the U.S. Mint, making this coin notable as a product of public artistic participation. Surrounding the reverse design are the inscriptions United States of America and $1, while the Latin motto E Pluribus Unum, meaning out of many one, emphasizes the unity of the American states and people, an especially meaningful message during a bicentennial celebration focused on national cohesion. The 1776 to 1976 D Eisenhower dollar was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, consisting of outer layers of copper-nickel bonded to a pure copper core, giving it a silvery appearance without the intrinsic value of precious metal. Unlike the San Francisco Mint issues, the Denver Mint did not strike silver versions of this coin. All D-Mint bicentennial dollars were intended for general circulation. The coin has a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, a reeded edge, and a substantial weight, making it one of the largest modern U.S. coins commonly encountered, and its size often made it less popular in everyday transactions, leading many examples to be saved rather than heavily circulated. Production of the bicentennial dollar began in 1975 and continued through 1976, but all coins carry the same dual date, reinforcing their commemorative purpose. The Denver Mint produced tens of millions of these dollars, resulting in high availability today, which means that most circulated examples have modest monetary value, usually close to face value unless they are in exceptionally high uncirculated condition or exhibit notable minting errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet flaws. However, from a historical and cultural perspective, the 1776 to 1976 D Eisenhower dollar is far more significant than its market value suggests, as it represents a moment when the United States consciously used everyday money as a tool to educate, commemorate, and unite the public around a shared national story. It also stands as part of the first time in U.S. history that the quarter, half dollar, and dollar were all redesigned simultaneously to honor a single national event, making the bicentennial coinage program a landmark in American numismatics. Today, The bicentennial Eisenhower dollar from the Denver Mint remains a popular entry point for collectors, historians, and enthusiasts because it combines accessible availability with deep symbolic meaning, serving as a lasting reminder of America's revolutionary origins, its commitment to liberty and unity, and its journey across 2 centuries of independence and progress.